Hello everyone, welcome back to Streed's Guide to Fraggle Rock. Today I'm going to be reviewing Season 3, Episode 14, Born to Wander. This episode starts out with Doc arriving elated to test out his latest invention, cordless portable power generator. Unfortunately, the test fails and Doc grows forlorn, doubting his talents.
You call yourself a dog, right? And you do doggy things, right? Well, I call myself an inventor, and inventing is the only thing I ever really wanted to do, but I'm not inventing anything. So what am I, really?
Meanwhile on the Rock, a storytelling session has begun in Gobo and Wimbley's room, with Gobo having the honor of picking a story, and predictably, he asks the storyteller to tell them a parable about traveling Matt. Specifically, his very first trek as an explorer. We flash back to the past, and I'm gonna headcanon Matt's current age in this season as 53, so we'll just assume that Matt's about 17 in the flashback, which would date this to approximately 1949 to 1950. We're introduced to Matt's Uncle Gobo, also voiced by Jerry Nelson, and you can definitely tell from this episode that Gobo himself has inherited much from his great uncle, predominantly his temperament and egoism. Anyways, Matt's discussing his rock collection and is unwavering in his goal to become an explorer, much like his admired uncle. Gobo, however, hasn't a modicum of faith in his young nephew.
Wonderful! 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 Wonderful!
Nephew!
Yes, Uncle Gobo?
Come closer.
Yes?
Listen carefully. You'll never be an explorer.
Never?
Never.
I admire the way you test my conviction, Uncle Gobo. I only hope I can be as good a teacher when my turn comes.
Oh, why do I even try?
Brilliant! Why do I even try? I must write that down.
Suddenly, a Fraggle named Marley appears and asks Gobo if he could help her find the storyteller's pen since she just recently lost it. And naturally, Matt follows along, much to their chagrin. Meanwhile, in the Great Hall, we're shown that the Fraggles of the past enjoyed eating mushrooms. Gobo spots the pen, but Matt accidentally breaks it. Suddenly, the mushroom gatherers return in a panic and tell everyone that there's no more mushrooms left to eat, causing a frenzy amongst the Fraggles, fearing starvation. We momentarily cut back to the room, and the storyteller tells them that due to this crisis, Gobo chose Matt to aid him in an arduous trek to find food. And we hear a joyous semi-reprise of Follow Me, only this time Matt is the one following. It's a silly little song, but the lyrics are terrifying out of context.
Every night the sun's a sleepyhead. Some folks go to bed. I just follow you.
Not if I can help it.
In your dreams, you know I'll still be bound to reckon you around. I will follow you. Every morning,
Get away!
every day, every go with you all the way.
I'm getting out of here.
I'll follow you, Uncle Gobo. Wait for me.
Afterwards, Marley rushes in, saying they've checked all the known tunnels, and Matt attempts to get a chunk of speckled granite, causing a barrage of rocks to crash into Gobo, breaking his ankle. Now, I'm quite opposed to Gobo's treatment of Matt, but this is the one instance where I think Matt went way too far, being blindly concerned with his own selfish wants while everyone's facing potential starvation. And I can understand Gobo's anger towards him after causing him harm that could have been easily avoided had he been more considerate, even if it was somewhat unintentional. Uncle Gobo's an emotionally abusive scumbag, but I'll give him a sliver of credit. He was honorable in his intent to help his fellow Fraggle, although it is important to also consider that Matt's just a kid, and is likely oblivious to his own self-centeredness. After all, it's been well established that even in adulthood, Matt doesn't exactly scream intelligence.
Oh, stop it! Stop it, I say!
We return to the workshop, and Doc listens to a sultry tape of a woman inspiring confidence and creative thought. Doc remains unaffected and officially gives up as an inventor, again. Sprocket's having none of this bullshit, however, and suggests that it's better to do something rather than nothing. although both have their advantages. Back in the room, the storyteller stresses the desperation of the unfolding events, saying that they had to begin rationing. Ooh. Matt's feeling extreme guilt for what he's done, and in the midst of a conversation with Marley, he accidentally runs into Dimple, crushing her doozer stick. She attempts to murder him, and Matt quickly scampers off and returns to the room, with Gobo pushed to the brink of sanity, and practically begging Matt to go off on his own, which inspires Matt to do just that, leading to the greatest, most triumphant scene in the entire episode, where Matt's iconic song is officially born. And against all odds, against every scathing criticism by his own blood and the mockery of everyone else in the Rock, finally becomes an explorer.
Every day the world begins again, sunny skies or rain, I will follow me. Every sunrise shows me more and more, so much to explore, I will follow me. Every morning, every day, every evening, calling me away. Every morning, every day, every evening, yes, showing me the way. Wonderful! Oh, follow me! Yes! Sorry. My fault. Don't bother to apologize. Blue light! Bright blue light! And plants of some kind. What have I found? Another world! I found another world!
I've always felt a personal connection to this legendary song within the show. It serves as a motivator to craft my own dreams, create my own art, conquer my own fears. It's quite honestly my second favorite rendition of Follow Me. I also love the subtle detail of Matt's voice gradually changing to symbolize his character growth and gradual transformation into the explorer he is today. Hell, I might even sing this while on the set of my very first film. We momentarily cut back to the room with the Fraggles expressing shock that Matt was the one to discover the Gorg's garden, and I've always thought this was a mind-blowing revelation myself, but it makes perfect sense why Matt's so idolized among the Fraggles considering he saved them from certain death. Anyways, Matt's out and about in the garden, seeking out new life and new civilizations to go where no Fraggle has gone before. After trying some unpalatable stink berries, Matt's curiosity bites him in the ass when he plucks a piece of Pa's fur and scares the hell out of him. Matt's oblivious as ever, attempting to communicate with them, and it goes about as well as you'd expect.
Can you tell me where a starving Fraggle could find some mushrooms?
Wait, no,
She's giving me a boulder as a gift.
Oh, there.
Well, thank you very, very much, but what I really need is to know whether there are any mushrooms around here.
No!
Oh, too bad. Well, thanks a lot, and thanks for the wonderful gift.
Look, that yucky thing!
Matt jovially skips back to Fraggle Rock, and through a series of comical misunderstanding, Matt has unwittingly saved his fellow Fraggles from starvation by discovering a brand new source of food.
I have become the complete dimp.
And that's the story of traveling Matt's first journey.
Wonderful story.
That was just his first journey.
Yeah.
Well, Uncle Matt, wherever you are, whatever journey you're on today, take care.
Through sheer luck, Doc turns on the power generator, learning a very valuable lesson about faith and self-confidence.
I knew I had it, I realized that, but I lost faith in myself. Never lose faith in yourself, Sprocket. If you believe you can do something, you can do it. So, do it. Oh, look at that Sprocket, isn't it, boy? Oh, that boy. That is great. Oh, Sprocket.
This was Fraggle Rock's first and finest flashback episode. Before Born to Wander, much of Matt's history was vague. We never truly knew why he was so revered among the Fraggles aside from exploring, but this episode does an impeccable job at establishing the legend of Traveling Matt, and his character journey from being an annoying little tyke to a powerhouse of an explorer. While I understand that some may find youthful Matt's shenanigans grating, hell, I even think him caring more so about rocks than his fellow Fraggle starving to death to be quite the dick move, but for the most part, I find young Matt's energy to be endearing. It's a miracle he managed to turn out so chipper, considering what a hole-for-a-soul uncle he had. In fact, his childhood very much reminds me of my own. Despite his cheery nature, however, I do have the distinct feeling that Uncle Gobo's emotional and mental abuse had a profound impact on Matthew's psyche. A lot of Matt's personality and actions in previous and future episodes can be connected with his childhood. I'll give two examples in particular. Exhibit A. In the episode Uncle Matt Comes Home, him and Gobo are at odds with one another, with Matt preferring to trust his instincts and Gobo preferring to trust the objectivity of his old maps. So when Gobo insults Matt for his methods, dismissing them as stupid because he's followed a rock clinger, it could be read that Matt's aggressive response could be the result of his unprocessed trauma. So when his nephew Gobo is insulting him in his methods, a part of Matt remembers his own uncle, also named Gobo, urging him that he's a failure and he'll never be an explorer. Exhibit B. In the episode Uncle Matt's Discovery, Matt becomes frightened but so consumed with pride and delusion that he's unwilling to admit it, despite the staggering evidence against him. Once again, Gobo takes umbrage and embarrassment to this and goes too far in calling Matt a coward, a grave sin in their family, since it's well established that Uncle Gobo was one of the greatest explorers too, and likely also drilled into Matt's head, either deliberately or unintentionally, that bravery was paramount above all else. So when Matt feels dejected after a fight with Gobo, his mind returns to Uncle Gobo's lack of faith or support and very nearly gives up exploring forever. So in conclusion, my argument is that Uncle Gobo's poor treatment is likely a factor in Matt's fear of fear itself. Every day he explores a new cave or stumbles across a new adventure, he attempts to prove his uncle wrong. But it's bittersweet to know that Matt's a far greater uncle to his own nephew than his uncle ever was. As for the songs, they're both reprises of the legendary Follow Me. The first one's quite comedic and silly, but ultimately not all that memorable. However, the second reprise showing Matt's gradual transformation from boy to man was an absolute joy to see. I can feel the pure happiness jolting through my veins when the instruments blare triumphantly. It's as if the music itself is cheering him on for finally escaping the drudgery of being in his uncle's shadow. This is the moment when little Matt became Traveling Matt. The Doc and Sprocket segments have been somewhat forgettable lately, but I quite like this one for the most part. It reinforces the message of this episode of never giving up and following one's dreams despite insecurity and doubt. Overall, this was a very poignant episode showcasing Matt's journey of becoming who he truly was inside all along. And before I end this review, I'd just like to remind those watching to follow their own dreams. There will always be Uncle Gobos in our lives to put us down in our ways of life, but it's imperative that you ignore them and carry on with your own respective adventures. I'm gonna give this one an adventurous and admirable radish. Well guys, that was a review, and I will see you all dimps next time.